Another state where opposition has scripted success story is Maharashtra, in fact more specifically for the Congress party, which turned out to be the single largest party in Maharashtra from getting only one seat in 2019. How was this made possible? Let's try and get some insights to somebody who's been doing the data crunching, former Chief Minister of Maharashtra and Congress leader Prithviraj Chavan. Sir, what was the three factors that changed between the last election and now, which led to such a surge in the number of seats that the Congress has won?
Well, the obvious thing here was there was a three-party alliance for the first time. First time Shiv Sena, which had never fought along with us, joined forces with us. The alliance worked very well, coordinated very well, both at the leadership level and at the booth level. So that was one of the major factors. Because of this alliance, there was largely a one-to-one contest in Maharashtra. Out of 48 seats, there are only 4 or 5 serious triangular fights. Otherwise, every other fight was a direct, straight fight, and the opposition vote was not divided as it was happening in earlier elections. We focused clearly on the 5 issues which concern the people, and those were Mahangai, the inflation, the unemployment, the farmers' issues, corruption, both the financial corruption and the political corruption, the way the government was formed here, the parties were broken, and finally save the constitution. We did not waver away from these 4 or 5 issues. Now, Narendra Modi's decision to focus on minority community also helped us. It consolidated minorities completely in favor of Congress. Also, I think the government was not able to convince people that they did not have an ulterior motive in getting 2/3 majority, that constitution could be under threat, the reservation could be under threat. That issue also helped, and we focused on that issue clearly. But it was largely anti-Modi vote. It was not an anti-BJP vote so much.
Okay.
It is an anti-Modi vote because whether it's unemployment, whether it is cost of living crisis, whether it's agriculture crisis, you could directly lay it at the feet of Prime Minister because he was
okay. You're saying that this is a vote against the Prime Minister, but now there is a lot of talk about how the equations could be rejigged because the Mahayuti finds itself weakened in Maharashtra, so much so that Uddhav Thackeray could cross over. That's what is being circulated in the market. What do you make of that?
No, I don't think so. See, we have today got nearly 2/3 seat in the Lok Sabha. Now that will definitely translate into seats in Vidhan Sabha. Of course, there will be very difficult seat sharing talks will follow now. But Vidhan Sabha elections are just in next 2, 3, 4 months. And so I think any major seat, any major realignment of the forces is not on the cards. I think this is a rumor spread by the BJP forces because they are very uncomfortable dealing with Mr. Naidu and Mr. Nitish Kumar. So they'd like a larger chunk of a party to come and join them, and they're targeting parties which have got 7, 8 seats. Maharashtra, there are a couple of parties which have got that kind of seat share, which have fought against BJP. So they're trying. But I don't think there'll be any further movement. The structure that we see today will not change in the near future at all. Particularly for Maharashtra election, I think we will go with the Mahavikas Aghadi as it is.
But speaking about the performance of the various parties, did the Shiv Sena UBT not carry its weight? Because they have won 9 out of 21 that they contested. You won 13 out of 17. The NCP also has the best strike rate of 8 out of 10. The worst strike rate is of Mr. Uddhav Thackeray's party. Did they not carry their weight?
No, I think yes. I think Shiv Sena must do some introspection. In at least couple of seats, they did not agree with us. If there had been little, there can be better reconciliation. At least 2 more seats. 1 seat Congress could have got into its tally, that is Sangli seat, and one of the Mumbai seats, we could have had a better arrangement. Shiv Sena could have fought the North Mumbai seat where we weak, and we could have taken the South Central seat, but I think that did not happen. Shiv Sena took a very, very hard stand in seat sharing. Just a couple of 2, 3 seats were in question. I think that could have added to the tally of both our parties together. But I think they will have to introspect. I think Some places, I think something did definitely go wrong because the strike rate is not as good as it should have been. We could have certainly got additional seat, at least one seat more. If the Sangli seat, of course, should have come to us, and we would have definitely won that. Our candidate contested as an independent has won that seat. He'll probably join the Congress. He may not be able to join, but he'll become an associate member of the Congress party. So Congress party's official number would become 100. But I think, yes, Shiv Sena, Uddhav Thackeray group will have to do a serious introspection, and we will of course sit with them together and see what went wrong where.
Interesting how this will play out in the seat sharing for the assembly elections. But just in terms of sheer numbers, if you were to do a seat calculation of how many Lok Sabha you have won and how that translates into assembly seats, what is the kind of number that you're looking at?
See, right now we have about close to 66, 2/3 of the seats, close to that. Now that should translate into, our attempt will be to translate that into Vidhan Sabha's numbers also. So our Vidhan Sabha is of 288 members. So about 2/3, we are targeting at least 2/3 assembly seats. And I think the combination of three parties, you see, BJP also has a three-party alliance, but Mr. Eknath Shinde was already with BJP in 2019. So there was no additionality. Now, Ajit Pawar's party hasn't done well at all. The only one seat that they got was a personal victory for Mr. Thackeray. But the party lost, Baramati they lost. So Ajit Pawar's party has not brought much to the table on the BJP side. But on our side, while Sharad Pawar's party and Congress party worked together since 1990, post-99, but we got additionality of Shiv Sena, which had never fought with us together. We always fought against them. So that was a huge additionality. And I think at the ground level, we worked well. We gelled together very well. Coordination was good, both at the leadership level and at the booth level. Leaders attended each other's campaign for each other's candidates. I mean, that was really a plus situation for us in Maharashtra. So we are definitely looking at a number of 2/3 or more than 2/3 victories in Maharashtra. The combination of three parties is a deadly combination. Now, there is some stress in the BJP alliance. Maybe one or two parties, there could be major realignment within the BJP, the Mahayuti alliance, in the next few days.
All right, so BJP has troubles, you say, at least in Maharashtra. Why do you think Mr. Devendra Fadnavis resigned?
Well, we can only speculate. He didn't tell us his reasons for resigning. But one thing is that he has taken a personal responsibility for poor showing of BJP, which is keeping with the parliamentary tradition, is but natural. But there are two aspects. Whether he may, we can take him on the face value. He's saying that he wants to concentrate on the party work. But there could be other possibility also. People, when the analysis is now that the analysis is happening, post-poll analysis is happening, Mr. Devendra Fadnavis is personally being held responsible for the Maratha OBC split in the state, particularly in the Marathwada region, where BJP failed to get a single seat out of 8 and Congress, the Mahayuti, got 7 seats. Only 1 seat in a triangular fight went to Eknath Shinde group. So it is very clear that it was a failure of Mr. Devendra Fadnavis in handling the Dhangar community, in handling the Maratha community. And I think Jarange Patil, the leader of the Maratha agitation, gave a call, indirect call, that anybody who has deceived the Maratha community should be defeated. And I think we had a positive result out of that division of this Maratha OBC crisis that was created in that part. And people hold Mr. Devendra Fadnavis personally responsible. So it's quite likely that Delhi may want to remove him from the scene altogether, bring him to Delhi, include him in the central cabinet. And anyway, a lot of ministers have lost in Maharashtra, central ministers have lost in Maharashtra. So maybe Devendra Fadnavis could have been signaled that you come to Delhi, and maybe he's preparing the ground of not going to Delhi. So he emphasized in his press conference that I'm going to stay where I am, but only thing is I'd like to work in the party. So I think there could be, you could take him on the face value of what he said, or there could be something more to it.
All right, Mr. Prithviraj Chavan, interesting times ahead. You think that he may be, Devendra Fadnavis may be moved away for a role in Delhi. Lot of intrigue, lots of equations will change in every state, including Maharashtra. For now, thanks very much for speaking to us.